Hi everybody, so this is a quick video, hopefully, to show you how to work with this one question that we had for surface area of cylinders. So this question was about this ottoman, and it actually said what percent of the surface area of the ottoman is green, not including the bottom. Okay, so we're not including the bottom. So a quick reminder, first of all, the full formula for a surface area is as follows. Surface area of cylinders is usually there are two circles. There's a top and a bottom, so 2 pi r squared. Remembering that pi r squared is the formula for the area of a circle, and since we have two of those, it's 2 pi r squared plus we have to do the lateral surface, which is 2 pi r. That accounts for the length of the rectangle as we cut it apart, times the height. So this is the formula for the overall surface area of a cylinder. Now, this is a very specific cylinder and specific question because they have put some limitations on it. What I'm noticing is that the whole cylinder for the whole ottoman, they're saying no bottom, so we're not using the bottom. So already I know that I'm going to be adjusting my formula for figuring out the surface area of this ottoman. It's going to be, its surface area is simply going to be pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, where I have these dimensions given. The radius is given as 16 inches. And the height of the entire ottoman is the 6 inches plus the 8 inches, which is 14 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and start plugging those in. And so this is the surface area of this particular ottoman, right? So this whole ottoman, no bottom. It's going to be, I'm going to leave pi as pi because we eat pi last. So pi times the radius squared, 16 squared, plus 2 times pi times radius is 16 times the height is 14, since we had to add those two pieces together. If I compute this a little bit more, I find that this is 256 pi, because 16 squared is 256. And when I do 2 times 16 times 14, I end up with 448 pi. And combining all of this together, I get 704 pi as the surface area of the ottoman, no bottom. Okay, so basically the surface area as you're seeing it. Now, in addition to working out the entire ottoman, I also need to work out what is going on with just the green part. So just the green part is actually referring to lateral surface. So it has no top and no bottom, so you are never using the bottom anyway, but the green part actually is not included in the top circle, so it does not have the top or the bottom. Now, recalling from our formula, when we wrote down the surface area, we said that this part, the second part, is the lateral surface area. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. So I need to use lateral surface area is given by 2 pi r h. And now I need to establish what my dimensions are. The radius is still 16 inches. The height, however, for just the green part is 8 inches. So now substituting those in, I find that I'm going to end up with 2 times pi times 16 times the 8 inches. And 2 times 8 is 16, and then 16 times 16 is really 16 squared. So I'm back to getting 256 pi. So that's just the lateral surface. Now, the question is asking, what percent of this ottoman is the green part? Or if we think about the numbers that we have figured out, and notice I'm just leaving them still as pi. I don't really need to get it messy and work around with multiplying it by 3.14. So it's asking what percent is this green part of the entire surface area, of this entire surface area. So now I need to, I'm going to write that statement down. So my question to myself is really 256 pi is what percent of 704 pi? So the partial surface area is what percent of the entire surface area. Now I'm going to set this up as a proportion. Reminder right here that we use is over of equals percent over 100. And I can see that 256 is the is, and the of is the 704. So I'm going to set that up right here. I have 256 pi over 704 pi equals the unknown percent over 100. So the pi's are actually going to end up crossing each other out because it's like I'm multiplying the numerator by 3.14. I'm also multiplying the denominator by 3.14. So they essentially just cancel each other out. And if you do a division of 256 divided by 704, you end up with a decimal, a repeating decimal of 0.36 repeating, which as a percent would be 36.36 repeating percent, or 36.4%. So approximately 36.4%. So that's how we handle this question. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if any parts of it are not clear, and I'll be happy to explain this to you. Thanks.